Welcome back to the movie Draft House. I'm your host Mark, and I'm joined by nobody because it's another 5-minute review. And in today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released in theaters prequel, The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. All right. So this movie released on November 17th here in the U.S., and it is directed by Francis Lawrence, who directed the other Hunger Game films. I think four of them. It is written by Michael Arndt, who I believe wrote the screenplay for the original Hunger Games films, and Suzanne Collins, who is the author of the books. So let's see. I'm looking up his filmography. Francis Lawrence, and yeah, he maybe it says he directed the Hunger Games: Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. So I guess he did not direct the first one. I don't know. Anyways, film stars who... Well, I'm scatterbrained right now. Rachel Zegler as Lucy Gray Baird. Tom Blyth as Coriolanus Snow, or as he's referred to in the film, Corio. That's kind of a cool name. Cool nickname. Viola Davis plays a villain here. Hunter Schaefer, and Joshua. No, that's not who I wanted. Anyways, there is only. Oh, Peter Dinklage is in this as another villain, and it's a prequel. It's a prequel. It's set like 60 some years before the events of the original Hunger Games film or book, and it takes place around the 10th anniversary of the Hunger Games, or the 10th annual Hunger Games, which is the commemoration of, I guess, the Capitol beating back the rebels who rose up against the Capitol in Panem, and you know, you likely know the history of the Hunger Games. If you don't by now, it's they take representatives from each district around the Capitol in Panem, and they and their children, and they throw them in an arena, and it's a fight to the death, and whoever wins and gets a prize. But it's meant to kind of quell down the uprising, and so every year they have a reaping ceremony, and the children are picked. And in this film, Coriolanus Snow attends like a high school academy in the Capitol, and the premise to start out is that he's vying for a substantial amount of money, and with that money he's going to pay to go to university and kind of get his family out of poverty in the Capitol. But he quickly learns that there won't be any prize money this year. However, each person in the academy class will be a mentor to the district representatives in the Hunger Games. And so Coriolanus Snow mentors Rachel Zegler's Lucy Gray Baird. That's her name, right? Lucy Gray? Yeah. And so she's the songbird here, and that multiple different meanings, right? And snakes is there's a lot of metaphorical things here going on with the title, but it's also very literal in the film. The film is long though. It is 2 hours and 37 minutes. However, it fills it pretty well. I'm just go ahead and say it. I really enjoyed this one, and I didn't think I would. It's because I didn't really enjoy the last couple Hunger Games films. But This film gives us fresh new characters. It's entertaining. The arena action is really well done. Tom Blyth is he's a relatively unknown, I think, at least in my circles. Probably not some younger circles, but best known from Billy the Kid, the TV series, and that's pretty much it. As far as like what do you know him from? But the film, it does have a rushed ending. It's a three act film, and it does a great job of establishing the characters and giving us reasons to root for them, reasons to not trust them. Rachel Zegler is very good in it. Everybody's really good in it, and it sets up another potential sequel to the prequel, hopefully in the future, because I do want more of these characters, even though Coriolanus Snow is the only really one that you can pinpoint has a completed arc by the end of the Hunger Games films. He's he's the president of the Capitol at the end of the last movie, and we know his fate. But anyways, I enjoyed it. I recommend it. If just be aware that it's you're going to be sitting in the theater for 3 hours, so take a blanket, get some popcorn, and a drink for sure. But anyways, hit the show note. Hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content here on the podcast. If you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Here on YouTube, we're doing big things. Make sure you follow the podcast on all your favorite streaming platforms. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Anywhere you get your podcasts, we're there. And we'll catch you next time.
It's a mystery. And mysteries have a way of driving people